Hello everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here with you for a Thursday evening impromptu Facebook Live. And if you're watching on YouTube on the replay, welcome. Thank you all so much for watching. So I had posted these projects on my blog today, and I'm getting some fabulous feedback, a lot of responses and questions regarding this super adorable little box. And so I'm going to address that, and I'm going to show you how to make the box this evening. So get comfy, get cozy, get something to drink, kick back, and get ready to have a good time, shall we? All right, so hi there. I see some folks have come in. Thank you so much for watching with me this evening. Valentine's Day is coming up, and you know what? This isn't really Valentine's Day necessarily, but these little snails are so stinking cute, aren't they? Of course, it could be a Valentine's Day gift and card, but doesn't have to be. It doesn't say Happy Valentine's Day at all. It actually just says hello. So this could be a great card for any occasion. This is an easel card, so as you can see, it actually will freestand on a table or a counter. So it's a perfect card to send out to someone so that they can display it for the season or forever. And it's super cute. So I'm not going to show you how to make this evening because I want to focus on the box and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but this is just a standard easel card. So I will tell you that the card base is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and you'll score it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2 to make the base. And then once you burnish the lines, basically you're just going to attach whatever your card front is to the bottom half of that section, and then make something with a pop-up here with dimensionals to block your easel and hold it up. And that's an easel card, okay? So it's super cute, super fun. This is using the new Snail Mail suite. And the stamp set and dies are Snailed It bundle. Super cute. Look at all of these adorable little snails. The mushrooms are so cute, and there's some beautiful little sentiments as well. And then, of course, the dies are amazing. And as you can see right here, we have an envelope die with a little insert for a card too, which is super fun. And I love the stitched postage square die. That one's cute. So this one's a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get to the box, shall we? So I've got the card done. I've shown that to you. And now I want to show you this box. You're going to start out with a piece of cardstock that measures 4 1/2 by 6 1/2 inches. And this box is a no glue box. So you can see here from the template that I've already cut and scored, it's actually not too difficult at all. It's a pretty simple project and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to get my scoreboard out. And we'll start on the long side. Get my stylus here. All right, so we're going to start out scoring at 1/2 an inch, and then 2 inches, 3 1/2 inches, and 5 inches. So that's 1/2, 2, 3 1/2, and 5. And then on the short side, with the little strip up, we're going to score at 1 inch and 3 1/2 inches. And I've messed that up. That should be 1 1/2 inches and 3 inches. And then I'm going partially 1 inch and 3 1/2 inches. All right, so forget these. Let me get another piece of cardstock and start that over again. The joys of doing a Facebook Live. Oh my goodness. If it makes me feel any better, I just got back from my hostess club, and so we made these projects this evening, and so it's been kind of a day anyway, so excuse me. Let me just start over and rewind. All right, we're doing 4.5. You'll get to see it from the get-go because I'll cut it for you too. 4.5 by 6.5. Of course, I need to get my arms swung open here. Let's go 6.5 inches. We'll try that business again. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Trying over. All right. Starting on the long side. Dana Sullivan, Stampin' Chick. Goofy, messed up, no tape box. Take 2. All right, here we go. Score it at 1/2 inch. 2 inches, 3.5 inches, and 5 inches. All right, so you've got your 1/2 inch strip here, and then 1.5 inches in each of these spaces. And then turn it so that the skinny strip is on top, and score at 1.5 and 3 inches. 1.5, 3 inches. There we go. All right, now you're going to score at 1 inch to the second line, and then score at 3.5 inches to the second line. There we go. That's the way. And then that's all of the scoring that you're gonna do. All right, so let me get this out of the way. Let me get that paper out of the way. Okay, now that you have this done, we're going to get these corners marked. So I'm gonna use my Pierce mat and my little metal ruler, and basically I'm gonna mark diagonals in the 4 corners here. So if we ignore that first section that has the lines, you'll see 9 squares. Okay, and so we're gonna go in the 4 corners, and we're gonna put a diagonal. So we'll just take our ruler and line it up with the corner to the corner. Let me get it lined up here, and then score down the middle, and then turn it and do each one. Hey Desiree, how's it going? Were you here for my flub? I goofed on live TV. Not like that's intimidating at all. Oh my goodness, it's been a day. This just tells me that I shouldn't go live at 9 something at night. I'm getting too old for that business. All right, so we're going through each of these corner squares, and we're just making a diagonal from corner to corner in each of those 4 corners. Okay, and you notice that I'm turning the paper each time. I'm not reaching across. That's to make sure that I'm going from the inside corner to the outside corner. It's just easier for me to remember this way if I turn the paper. So we'll do that. There we go. All right. Now putting these score lines here is what's going to help us assemble our box without using glue. So it's actually really important to make sure that you remember those corners. All right, now you have something like this, and we're going to turn it into this. Okay, so you'll see here I have the strips pointed towards me. So let's go ahead, and right here at the first line, this is that 1 inch and 3.5 inch lines that were just partial. We're going to cut along the entire line up to the second score line, just like that. What did I do? Well, instead of doing a partial line here, I went all the way down my box. So I had to start over. All right, and then we're going to cut that section off completely. So we're cutting those 2 squares off, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. So when you have the little sections facing you, you're going to cut that first set of 2 boxes completely off. We'll just go like that. Okay? Now what I want you to do is along this score line, cut to that first score line, and we're going to miter this to make it a tab. So we're just going to cut across the corner there, cut across the corner here, turn it, and we're going to miter this front section too. So we'll do them both at the same time and cut it completely off. All right, so to show you that again, we're cutting to that first score line. We'll cut this one off. We'll cut across the corner here, turn it back the front way, and cut across the corner here, removing that whole corner. All right, so now we have the shape of our box. Now before you do anything else, let's go ahead and put our designer series papers on. I have already cut my papers, and I have 2 different sizes here. So these ones are 1 1/8, and these are 1 1/4. So remember that these squares are 1 1/2 inches. So you'll be able to see the 2 different sizes and be able to decide which ones you like better. I don't know why I'm using Stampin' Seal, because liquid glue is probably your best bet. So I started with the lid because it's different directionally than the rest of the box. So it's easy for me to remember which way is up. So as I'm looking at the lid, I'm imagining that the box is underneath it, and I want the designer series paper to point upwards so that when I'm looking at it, it's facing upright. Okay? And then, to confuse things, I'm going to put the square directly on top of it, upside down. So these will be facing each other. Okay? And I'm going to get my liquid glue while I'm at it. This is going to make sense when we assemble the box, because as you're putting your directional designer series paper on the box, you want top to be out. Okay, so this one will be facing out towards the lid, and we'll turn the box. And this one will be facing out towards the outside. So up is out. All right. So there's the up, and it's pointed that way. Now I'm going to turn my paper again. And turning it as opposed to just gluing helps ensure that I always put my directional paper the right way. Okay. So if you want a no-fail way to make sure that you're doing it the right direction, just turn your paper, okay? So what did I say? Up is out, like that. Okay, so we're turning it again. One last time, putting the paper on. And up is out. There we go. That is it, friends. That's all the glue you need. All right, now you can see side by side. This is 1 1/8 inch designer series paper squares, and this is 1 1/4 inch. So there's a little bit difference there. Now, the 1 1/8 is what I have on this one. So you can see, even though there's a big border, it's still very, very, very cute. So I'm excited to see what the 1 1/4 inch one looks like. So since I already have this one assembled, I'm going to do this one. All right, so now you want to burnish all of your lines. So we'll just go ahead. Certainly you could burnish your lines before you put your designer series paper on. Really doesn't matter which one you do first. All right, now that I've got that, let me burnish the tabs of my lid. You're gonna love this. This is awesome. And I can tell you that it is the perfect size for my favorite candy, Lind truffles. Yum. I love Lind truffles. Okay, now to work the corners where the diagonal line is, here's what you're gonna do. If you put your finger underneath the fold and take your index finger and your thumb and squeeze towards your middle finger and push your middle finger up. So basically you're working them together like this, right? As I'm doing this, I'm bringing that corner in, just like that. All right? So I'll do that again, squeeze it together and bring it across, okay? And then again here, squeeze it together and bring it across. And then one last time, squeeze it together and bring it across. So now we end up with this. Okay. Now I'm going to get my bone folder and I'm going to open this back up. I will burnish each of the lines, and I'm burnishing this fold line right here, okay? So however you can get in there to get it burnished, the tighter you can burnish it, the crisper your box will look. All right, that's my pro tip there for you. All right, here we go. All right, there's that one. And as your box gets completed, of course, you're contorting to different angles maybe to see inside. It's okay. There we go. All right. Now, this is the fun part. So after you've got all of this scoring and burnishing done, and you've got your box assembled, let me go ahead and put my candy in there. See how it fits perfectly. I'm going to put the flaps inside the box, and this flap is going to tuck neatly right here in that very first fold. Okay? So I'm just going to tuck it in just like so. And there is your completed no glue box. Really cute, isn't it? All right, let's get it dressed up because it's looking a little bit plain. I've got a length of the, what is it, Snail Mail twine combo pack. And let's see, how much is here? About 13 inches-ish. We'll go ahead and tie this around our box. And I'm just going to tie it into a sloppy bow. Here we go. All right, very good. Now, I have already taken the liberty of fussy cutting the little snail here because this one doesn't have a die with it, but let me get the Stampin' die bundle here. These two both have dies and this has a die. So I'm not mad, it's a pretty easy cut. But one thing that's really cool about the Happy Mail stamp is that the little envelope die cuts out the envelope. It will cut out the words Happy Mail, and it's what I use to cut out the word hello. So you can see on my card, there's the Happy Mail. That's what it looks like when I cut that out. And I've already cut out the hello, obviously, but I'm going to go ahead and cut out the envelope right quick. So let me just bring over the boss. And let me line this up here. There we go. I need to replace my mats, but you know, I'll use them until they fall apart. There we go. Waste not, want not. All right. Now we have everything that we need. Okay, so what I'm going to do, as you can see here, I've just layered the hello and the envelope together just a little bit. Gives it a little cute factor going on there, and I can add more to a tiny space. So I'm putting a little bit of liquid glue right here on this corner. Just a touch. And then close it up because everything else is dimensional. Alright, now all I'm doing is kind of going at it at a little bit of an angle just to give it a little whimsy. Alright, and then I'm going to bring in some of the Resin Hearts embellishments because they are super, super cute. And they happen to cover that heart perfectly. Alright, and we don't want a black heart because we're super happy. So, let's just do that. There we go. Alright, now dimensionals. I'm going to use one dimensional right here on my snail. There we go. And then I'm going to put one dimensional across the hello and the envelope. And put it right there. And it's okay for it to hang off the edge because it's going to open up and it'll be just fine. So there you go, friends. A cute no tape box. Now, I need to say that I found this box template online from a gal named Linda. She did a super cute little floral box with it, and I thought it would make a fantastic little snail mail box. So, and it is so cute. And it's a lot of fun too. So anyway, I hope that you guys liked today's project. Visit my blog for information and supply list. You'll be able to purchase the supplies there. And this is celebration time. Yay! So that means that you can get free gifts with qualifying purchases, which is fabulous. So if you'd like to get the supplies to make these projects, visit my blog. I will put the link in the description of this video when it posts. You can visit my blog at thestampinchick.com. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed tonight's projects. And if you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up or a heart. Lots of love. I enjoy you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my friends, have a wonderful night. Bye for now.